Good day and welcome to Children's Arena here in Oshawa. It's the latest edition of the Durham Derby featuring the undefeated Whitby SteelHawks sitting first place in the Arenalacrosseleague with a 4-0 record. Oshawa Outlaws, after starting 0-2, have won back-to-backs. They are sitting in fifth. I'm Matthew Kerrigan with the JVI Sports Network and the Arenalacrosseleague, and we are just about to get underway with Oshawa wearing their blue jerseys, going right to left here in this first quarter, scheduled for 4:15s. Teammates in the summer opposing each other here in the winter. Your starting goaltenders, Lucas Coote for Whitby, and for Oshawa, Ryan Schutzkowski. It is the Outlaws controlling this opening face-off with Noah Millsap finding John St. John off the bench. Here's Atwood over the top. Chris Atwood will give to Adam Harlock. Back to the near side. Quick shot from Alex Summons. And an early save made by Lucas Coote out in transition. Down floor, look out. Nearly a big hit there. Coming back, looking for Nikolai Ferris. Ferris with 21 points, up among the league leaders. Here, Jeff Fernandez stepping into a hard shot, and Schutzkowski will take that off the chin. Nick Webb back the other way. Flipping here to Josh Gilray. He'll stop up in the corner. First minute of play is gone here in the first quarter. Atwood, no space for him to shoot from the outside. Gets stripped. Ball down, and look out. Back in transition the other way again. Quick shot. And that one handled by Schutzkowski. It was Adam Perroni. Already 2 possessions down for the Outlaws and 2 transition chances the other way for Whitby. Has another quick shot through the middle. That's Gareth Haig forcing another save out of Coote. 2-on-1 this time. Rising shot. That rose just a little too far for Matthew Boisano. Hits off the glass, and the shot clock continues to tick down here. 15 seconds left in the possession. SteelHawks just now completing their change. From the outside, big high step, and a save from Schutzkowski. That was, Braden McGregor. Now 2 minutes gone here in the first. St. John to the outside again. He'll set a pick. This ball carrier going over the top. Return pass intended for St. John in the corner. He had cut to the net, so it's down loose. And now Whitby will bring it back. Rowan Kelly waiting for the change off the bench. It's Ferris again. He'll go up top. Hard defense colliding with the ball right on Kelly. Ferris 1-on-1, goes to the top, sidearm shot, scores. Nick Ferris, 11th goal of the season. Just a sidearm shot as he wheeled over the top and shot past the defender, makes it 1-0 here for Whitby. Ten goals for Ferris coming in, 4 of them on the power play. Boisano in for the face-off. It's Ryan Haig, who's always been great at the dot. Winning possession here for the Outlaws. Wallace to the far side, over the top. Big fake. Haig going to the net. Number of moves before the shot went wide from Gareth Haig. And Ferris will go behind the back to give now to Perroni. Ferris outside, cutting through. That pass in between Ferris and Cole Lawrence. He's going to wear number 12 here without the name bar for the SteelHawks. A bit short-handed on their bench, but Outlaws coming back with it. Simons will find Gilray. A late change on the Oshawa side of things as they're halfway through their shot clock. Back to Gilray. He backs away from pressure. Coote a bit awkward with the save, but the rebound bounces right out to a pair of Outlaw defenders where it's picked up. Adam Harlock on his way to the net, got stripped, and 3 SteelHawks come out with it. It's Edwards. Twist shot just wide, bounces off the end boards. Not enough for the over and back. It'll land in the stick of Devin Pfeiffer. Statistical leader for the SteelHawks in nearly every category. Back for Scott Edwards again. Edwards up top. Pfeiffer works through what could have been a high stick. No call made. Ball still down. Osborne can't play for it. And bouncing ball ends up loose in front of the Oshawa Outlaws bench for the shot clock violation. We played 4 minutes here. 1-0 SteelHawks. On the goal from Ferris. Outlaws trying to get it back as Haig goes airborne. Second chance on the crease. Austin Bloombergs with the rebound and the quick shot. And answering both of those was Lucas Coote. Coote and Caleb Martin, by the way, the top 1-2 duo in the Arena Lacrosse League right now. A 9 goals against average even coming in for Coote. Has him second in the Arena Lacrosse League. Ryan Nolan puts it in the corner. Quick turn and fire from Gilray. That forces Coote into a save. Rebound to the outside boards, and it's a fresh 30 seconds here for Oshawa. Simons to Atwood. He puts it in the corner. Gilray now back far side. St. John ripped a shot and save made. Rebound bounced out to John LeClaire. And he was pushed back, and then a quick shot from St. John handled by Coote. Hamley for Lawrence. Lawrence being kept well outside, close to that over and back line. Able to get rid of it. Bouncing ball not far enough for Ferris. Look out here as Lawrence got drilled. Was a bit low. The bench saying that was a high hit. No call coming on Niall Sear, who takes it to the rack. And the shot saved by Coote. Oshawa getting to the crease early on in this first quarter. Already with 6 minutes gone. Working around the outside, tiptoeing on the line was Braden McGregor. Got a little too close for comfort, and a quick word from one of the Outlaws defenders as they separate. Here's Simons to the outside boards. Looks like where Oshawa wants to set up all their offense here in this game so far. This time it's Haralek. Wheeling through the middle, the save from Coote again, and this time it'll be LeClaire who brings it up and over center. Trent Boyd will wait for the rest of the offense, which includes Lawrence after taking that big shot on the last shift. Outside Pfeiffer. I believe that was intended for Ferris, picked off by Boyd, and Schutzkowski will hang on. Nolan. Over center for Simons. Trailing the play to the outside boards again. They go Atwood. Bounces off the bottom dasher straight back to Haig. Out through the middle. Jumping attempt there from Alex Simons. And they are going to reset the shot clock. Here's Atwood. Room to run out from the corner. Shoots on the run. Coote with the save, but the rebound will come here to the Oshawa. 15 seconds away from officials' timeout territory. Atwood, the sidearm shot, hits off the shoulder of Coote and goes up into the rafters here at Children's Arena. 1-0 your score for the SteelHawks. Up on the Outlaws with 7:40 to go. Gilray. Up top for Gareth Haig. Back here for Simons, who rips it. Official ducking out of the way as it went off Coote into the safety netting. Officials did confirm, and they'll give it back to Oshawa. Extended offensive possession here. St. John to the outside for Haig. Gareth Haig around the screen from John St. John. He'll get it back, shoots, and another save from Coote again into the corner, and again the rebound picked up by Simons and the Outlaws. A lot of action in front of the crease of Coote with the ball up high. Simons throws it away off the glass. It's picked up here, and Hamley. Quick one-man change for Oshawa to get back and match him. McGregor, spin away from high pressure. Now for Pfeiffer. Bit late off the bench. Fernandez wanted it and was open up top. Pfeiffer will go to Osborne, the cutter instead, and Shutzkowski with the save. Ferris the quick rebound. They go back to McGregor again. Shutzkowski down, and you get a push in the back, I think, is the call here. That'll take us to our officials' timeout with Whitby leading 1-0 here in the first. Play restarts with Pfeiffer up top. Fernandez along the near boards. He works past the screen from Ferris. The shot, and Shutzkowski will make the save. Rebound picked out here by the Outlaws. Fernandez is going to get stuck out here on offense. Big hit over on Ryan Haig in front of that Whitby bench. He's having some words with a few players on his way off. And now Wallace after the reset. We're going to change Austin Bloomberg's. St. John and Atwood. Now back around the horn. They look off Simons down in the corner. Right here for Bloomberg's again. On the crease, Haig wheeling through, took a big shot right at the end. Forced shot to go wide. Here's Kelly. Has one off the bench. The shot and the save made by Shutzkowski on Boyd. That kid run through the crease. Officials are going to let that go with Boyd faking the over the shoulder. Now gives it up top, McGregor. Pressure forced that pass high. Off the glass, back in the stick of Lawrence here now though, with 12 to shoot. Quickly taken by Kelly, wide and off the end boards. Closing in on 5 left to play in the first quarter. Nolan, man off the bench, side of the crease, and it's Atwood that scores. It's a bad idea to lose sight of Chris Atwood, as the Whitby SteelHawks do here, just kind of hiding out in the corner at the side of the net, and we'll poke it through that stick side to even the score 1-1. Half of Atwood's goals this year coming on the power play. 8 goals with 4 of them with the man advantage so far in this season, so he'll make it 9 now after tying this game up. Gilray again looks off Simons, who goes for the crash. Out to the outside, one hand pickup attempt from Angus Rotting. He'll go to Gilray, 4 on the shot clock, turning and firing Simmons. I think that found the post before it went up and out of play. 4:41 left in a tied 1-1 first quarter. Simmons mishandled it. Now pass to the far side. Gareth Haig wheels around the far side. He is shot a low off the end boards and bounced straight back to Simmons, who then gets swarmed. They say Leclerc, too much contact. Simmons will go for a change, and Whitby bench didn't like the call. Here's Gilray. Finds Atwood off the bench. He just made it the 1-1 game. Trying to do it on back-to-back possessions. Atwood shot off the shoulder of Coote, high off the window, and it comes back down to look out. Another one breaking out for the SteelHawks. It's Highland who scores. Quinn Highland gets behind the defense and will give Whitby back the 1-goal lead. Blasino and Ryan Haig at the dot. Haig thought he had it. He'll bat it into empty floor now, where he picked up by Rowan Kelly, but the goal from Quinn Highland with 4 to go here in the quarter. Have the SteelHawks up 2-1 now. Josh Seguri in on Ferris. Ball to the far side. Wallace keeping Pfeiffer to the outside. When the shot comes, Shutzkowski saves it along the half wall. Chris Veltman spinning off pressure, looking for Taguri down floor. First one there, however, was Peyton Wallace, who gets run over, and the arm of the official goes high. We're going to get our first penalty of the game on the side of Whitby. Taguri will slow it right down. Under 10 on the shot clock, though. This is Simons. Atwood. Simons. Wallace setting the screen. Simons took the shot. Rebound. Bench saying he drugged it out of the crease. And our first penalty of the game will be against Whitby, and it'll be a tripping call. Oshawa to the power play. Running at 46% is the man advantage for Oshawa. James Malloy, the tripping penalty. First one of the game with 3 to go here in the quarter. Haig taking top spot. He'll work to Atwood. Just a couple side steps off the shooter spot before he ripped wide. This goes all the way back down to Schutzkowski. Haig through St. John in the corner. Work it back against the green again. Everyone's touched it now with Atwood giving back up top to Haig. Down in the corner, St. John snuck through in the middle of the box. Let rip, and Coot will make the save. Looking for that outlet. He'll just saucer it into Boisano, who finds Hamley. And shoots Kepski. Bit of a shrug. Like, what is going on? Under fire. Odd man rush is here the story in the first quarter. So Boisano finding Cody Hanley. Short-handed goal. Boisano with 3 shorties. The league leader so far in this young season. Closing in on the 2-minute warning. Still a power play for another 50 seconds or so for Oshawa, who now trail 3-1. Simons in the corner, up top, Haig. John St. John got double teamed there, took a couple whacks. Back for Haig, 3 on the clock, and number 3 puts it in. Power play goal for Gareth Haig, his 6th of the season. Change at the dot now for Whitby with Peroni taking on Ryan Haig. Still ended up in Oshawa possession though. Haig will get it back close to the over and back. And had to throw it away in the direction of Peroni. Minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. 3-2 the score for Oshawa. Excuse me, that's Whitby leading 3-2. Around the back there from Pfeiffer. On the run. Going to get a crease violation here with Trent Boyd on the doorstep. Nick Webb from the outside. Gilray runs it to the outside. Play call coming from the bench. John St. John, the last one to arrive. Shot caught Coot going down. Shot goes high. We got ourselves a tie game inside the last minute. Austin Bloombergs getting it back here for Oshawa. Oshawa's bench letting everyone know that they want a shot here with about 45 seconds. They're going to take it earlier, though, with a dive. Bloomberg's back-to-back goes airborne for the first lead of the game for Oshawa. Face-off win and a dive goal. And Oshawa have their first lead of the game, 4-3. It'll be Haig back in the dot against Boissonneau. Rolls in the direction of Millsap. He'll come into it. And Millsap going to rag it out. Now to Veltman. Chris Veltman, a bouncer, far side. Gareth Haig putting that left compression sock to good use with the slide on the carpet. He's down again, getting absolutely worked over there by Rowan Kelly. Late in the shot clock, 20 seconds to go for Whitby, and looked like they wanted their timeout. And bench definitely signaled for it. None from the floor. And the play is still on with Coote going to the bench. Late change, Fernandez, Pfeiffer, quick stick to the side of the crease. And is there enough time? No, there isn't for Whitby to get one final shot. But they do get the last bunch of goals here in the first quarter and lead 4-3 after one. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League from here at Children's Arena. Get set for the second quarter here. Whitby are going to go right to left here in this second period. Boissonneau pushes the face-off forward. 2 assists for Matthew Boissonneau in that quarter. Him and Coote connecting twice in transition on 2 of the 3 Whitby goals, and that was the topic of conversation over on the Oshawa bench. With the short change period coming up, make sure that the radio guys are aware of who's back and where they are. Won't get a chance this time, though, with Peroni bringing it up. 3 assists for John St. John in that first period for Oshawa. Pair of goals for Austin Bloombergs. Big hit there between Pfeiffer and Veltman. Battle here. Going to call no over and back. Nick Webb was all over Tyler Goodchild. And now Veltman will muck it out long enough for the shot clock violation. Oshawa to take over. Here's Haig. Finding Gilray off the bench to the outside. St. John, big head fake, turns and fires. That one wide off the end boards. Looking to go back towards the crease, and St. John got run over. So it'll be a fresh 30 seconds. Through the middle, St. John goes towards that left shoulder of Coote again, and look out down floor. Mallory got behind everybody. James Malloy, the only penalty of that first period. A tripping call, which resulted in a power play goal for Oshawa. Wide shot. Boissonneau gave thoughts of chasing it. Went far enough for the over and back. And now Whitby will take it. 1.5 minutes gone in this second quarter. Here's Edwards to the outside. William Osborne's low shot as he ran through the middle. Now trying to go in transition with Taguri. McGregor intercepts. And Whitby will have a fresh clock. McGregor, far side, brought down here by Lawrence. A swim move and a shot through traffic. Shoots Keski over top of it, rolling, it's in! How about Cole Lawrence? Penciled into the lineup earlier on this afternoon and comes away with a goal here, one that just squeaks through the pads of Ryan Schutzkowski to retie the game. And that one does not sit well over on that Oshawa bench, but it is the one that ties this game at 4. Rebound gets chased all the way back, or face-off, chased into Oshawa's end. Veltman on a rope right to Jeff Geddes, and his shot handled by Coote. He'll give it to Kelly. Rowan Kelly, cross center. He'll slow up and wait for the change. Fernandez, near side, Boissonneau. Down in the corner, bringing it back down and rolling Away that was Ferris. And there is nobody within a half floor of Nick Webb except for Coot, who throws their shoulder up and makes the save on the breakaway. Kelly. Up here to Pfeiffer. 4-4 tie with 3 minutes gone in this quarter. Sidearm shot over the top, handled by Schutzkowski. He immediately looked down floor. Taguri and Boyd were chasing each other. They'll take the easy route to Peyton Wallace. Wallace to Atwood. Offensive line coming out now with St. John found a cutter. And it's just off the stick of Bloomberg's, making the bid for the early hat trick. Peroni, a stare down over at the bench. Meanwhile, Edwards will find Osborne. He'll shovel it back to the crease, turning and firing, and Lawrence is hot. Lead back to the SteelHawks. Peroni took some attention from a pair of Outlaws, and that was perhaps a bit of a late change that turns into Lawrence's second straight goal. So now hat trick watch underway for Cole Lawrence. Angus Rotting. Aaron pass, Gilray will corral it in the corner, then has trouble with the return. Eventually Hauerluck, with the shot clock running down, had to desperately send it in the direction of Coote. Osborne, well, falling the shot, and Schutzkowski will collapse over top of this one. And this time, no momentum to carry it over. 10.5 to go in the quarter. 5-4 SteelHawks. Off the back of a pair of goals here in the quarter from Lawrence. This will be Hag. Tries to cut through the middle of that shot, bounces off Coote and goes sky high. Comes down, McGregor had to work for it in the corner, then got swarmed. Picked up here, Peroni went, looked for the pass, now he's gonna take off. Sensing an odd man rush, and Peroni does stop up, shoot, and score. A run developing here for the SteelHawks, who are now up by 2. Transition game, the SteelHawks have been strong so far, and Peroni looked to pass, put the head down and ran. And the quick shot beats Schutzkowski to make it 6-4. Five gone in the quarter. Bosino running into the face-off, then passing into space. And Jean Leclerc on the crease. Just couldn't find the mark. Pfeiffer will grab it out of the crowd. Low pass there to Ryland. Lawrence to Boyd now. Off the bench, Fernandez tried to finesse it towards the glove side. This will go over and back as Lawrence got there first ahead of Noah Millsap and now stuck out on D. Off the bench, a shot from Gilray scores. Foot race was on, and this time it's Whitby who gets caught on the odd man rush with the quick restart. Millsap off the bench. Finds Gilray to make it 6-5. Another face-off for Boisano. He's had Ryan Haig's number, and Osborne will be the beneficiary. Boisano with 3 assists, as it's now 7-5. You know, Haig started this game getting the face-offs, but the last couple have gone to Boisano, and this is what he can do, setting it up to Liam Osborne, the captain, who puts it home for goal number 5 for the SteelHawks.
With the goal, from the near timeline, assistant number 22, Matt Boisman. Osborne from Boisman. Count at goal.
Out of the corner, Island, Kelly. Bouncing around near side. High pass intended for Goodchild. That was Osborne, who now goes back to take on defense, facing 3 Oshawa attackers. Ball carrier shot himself and off of Coot. Here's Hamley. Transition the other way, finds Ferris, who scores. Goals coming from all comers here is another transition break. Ferris will get his second on the assist from Cody Hamley, who now has 3 points in this game. Adam Peroni at the face-off dot. Went right after Hag. Ended up winning it.
Number 16,
Over to Pfeiffer. Wazano wants to hold things up as he get the draw team off. Pfeiffer will oblige. Pick set in front by Peroni. All the way up top, 10 in the shot clock. As Peroni tried to cut through, Ferris lost that one on the over and back. All the way down floor, Atwood all alone in front of Coot. And got his second of the game. As soon as play was called in, Oshawa went directly to the bench, made the change, and Atwood sneaks out. And finds himself alone in front of Coot. As Oshawa now trails 8-6. Bosino, another clean face-off win, going to take it himself, the shot. Wide open, Osborne again. Wazano trying to get another, and he does. Out to Hamley. Kelly up top, 8 to go in what is now 9-6 here in the second quarter. Big fake move, Szyckowski down to match the shot from Quinn Highland. Atwood again in front of Coot. In transition off the bench. That rebound came all the way back over center. Looking for Atwood again. And another one-on-one with Coot. And that time Coot stood tall. Atwood standing over top. And you got a slashing penalty here. Atwood doesn't believe it's him, but it will be the first power play of the game for Whitby. Power play that runs at 49% to a 55% kill rate for Oshawa. Boyd to Pfeiffer up top. Behind the back, Boyd, low shot. That rang off the post. And then the glass before coming up to Pfeiffer. Enough for the reset. Down in the corner. Working back. That shot from Ferris goes up and out of play. And I think we're taking the officials' time out here with 7 minutes to go on the power play. Yes, we are 9-6. Whitby leads here at the break. Whitby SteelHawks trying to extend this lead here, sitting 9-6 with just over 7 to go in our second quarter. They're on the power play for another minute and 36. First power play of the game went to Oshawa. Gareth Haig scored, but not before Cody Hamley got a shorthanded marker. Pfeiffer up top, him and Boyd playing catch. Through Ferris and Lawrence over on that far side. Pfeiffer will now give it back to Osborne, the last one to touch it. Taking a little bit off that was Ferris in his bid for the hat trick. Osborne sitting on a pair as well. Pfeiffer feeds to the corner and shoots Kowski nicely to his left to take that one away, but the rebound, the stick of the SteelHawks. Quick stick again, and that one just went wide. Whitby had the benefit of the officials' timeout to drop the play here. Pfeiffer blindly over the back to Boyd. He finds Goodchild. Pfeiffer up top, still calling for it, and it's going to be thrown away. 5 to shoot here for Pfeiffer, and does so around a screen. Schutzkowski got just enough of the stick on it to get the reset, and fresh possession as it went up and out of play. Boyd down to Osborne. 35 to go in the power play. Pfeiffer, Goodchild in the corner. Ferris, Pfeiffer again. Back for Goodchild. He walks in just as Boyd was sneaking towards the front of the crease. Aaron pass shoots Kowski. Down floor on a hop pass to Gurry. And Peroni cut the angle on him. Pfeiffer will quickly jog it up with only 12 left to go in the man advantage. Off the bench is Fernandez. In the corner, back for Osborne. 5.5 to play here in the quarter. Fernandez. Now back for Pfeiffer, around the back. Shot from Boyd, had the corner, but taken away. Oshawa has one back as the shot goes off of the defender and up and out of play. As Atwood came out of the box, the change at the bench, they kept one attacker back. Not sure what this discussion is. It looked like it went cleanly off the top defender. And the officials do give the ball here with a fresh 30 to Whitby. Ferris run over, so give another possession here. 5 minutes and 15 to go in the quarter. SteelHawks up by 3. Pfeiffer collided with, down to a knee, lost control. Nolan goes right over the top, and look out here, Lawrence wants a piece back in front of the timekeeper's bench. We're going to get more of a conversation here. Official has an arm up for a penalty. We'll see who's going back to the man advantage. So we're going to play 4-on-4. They give Pfeiffer a holding penalty. And then Niall Sear 2 for roughing after the skirmish. A lot of room out there for the offenses to work. Here for 2 minutes as they try and feed Atwood cutting through. John St. John had a bit of trouble with it in the corner. It bounces out to Highland. And then to Boisano. Now across center, Rowan Kelly will bring it down with 4.5 to go in the quarter. In the first half. And Whitby leading 9-6. Osborne to Lawrence. He was the last arrival on that scrum, and Oshawa's bench thought he should have been the guy who was in the penalty box. Can't knock this one down, and it goes straight to Ryan Haig, who scores after a decent job done for the 4th assist of the game for John St. John. St. John losing the shoe in the process of drawing 2 defenders over. Then Lawrence couldn't knock it down. Haig puts it home, 9-7 now for Whitby. Ferris knocked down on this draw. Will give the SteelHawks possession here. Still 4-on-4 for just over a minute. Faking the pass out here to McGregor. It's still down in the corner with Goodchild. Up for Boyd. Goodchild here. Turns and cuts the corner. Oh, hard collision there with Schutzkowski. Quick restart though in the stick of Nolan, and Oshawa back the other way. Reaching for it, Rotting. Oshawa trying to sneak a change in. So Howard will give them a couple seconds to do so, then throws a screen in front of Alex Simmons. Howard, the second chance. Coote comes to the left to take the post away from his little jump shot. All the way down floor is James Malloy, who scores. And again, this transition of the SteelHawks has been an absolute problem all half for the Oshawa Outlaws. Lozano and Haig again for the face-off. It's going to be Haig that'll kick it back. Noah Millsap tried to corral it, chased it all the way to the crease, and now Coote will send it up for Osborne. Near side, Kelly turns back away from pressure. Kelly, they're going to wait for the penalties to expire as we go back to 5-on-5. 10-7 Whitby with 3 to go in the half. Osborne passed the screen there from Kelly. Kelly then went to the crease, takes a two-hander. Fernandez will backhand shovel it in the direction of the crease, and the shot clock expires. Count was down on the floor. Shuskowski and Wallace standing over top of Kelly, who's going to get a delay of game penalty. Excuse me, I believe that's Trent Boyd, but Oshawa's going back to the power play. Haig up top. Oshawa scored on their first man advantage earlier on in the game. Atwood to the corner. Haig top spot. St. John through the middle. Save there made by Coote. Rebound went sky high before landing at the feet of Haig. He's trying to bat it back to St. John. On the crease, Gilray shots. And Oshawa had 6 guys out there, and they'll get a too many men call. So we're back to 4-on-4, a power play for Oshawa that lasted 26 seconds. Pfeiffer, the good child. Cutting through the middle was Osborne. They go back outside to Ferris instead. Osborne has it in the corner. Taguri working him over, pops it free and picks it up. 2-minute warning here in the first half. Taguri. We'll give it back to Wallace, and they'll slow things down to get the offense out. A flip here to Haig. Simons trails. Now St. John off the bench. No looks it back in the corner for Haig, cutting through Simons. Pass hit him in the back. Now Simons, Haig wide open, calls for it, spins. Coote makes a big save with Haig all over the front. And now down floor, Pfeiffer, 1-on-1. Good job of getting back from Millsap because Pfeiffer looked like he was free and clear. Lawrence and Highland waiting each other out. In 30 seconds, the Whitby penalty will expire. They're up 10-7. Closing in on a minute left here in the second quarter. Osborne's shot. Shuskowski with the save. 15 seconds left of 4-on-4 as it's carried up and over center. St. John will bounce it across to Haig coming off the bench. St. John looks off Gilray, goes to Haig, who was cutting through, takes a high hit. Was going down for the play. McGregor went upstairs, and just as the first penalty to Whitby expires, they're going to go back to the box. Calling it a cross-check and an Oshawa timeout with 37.5 left to go in the second quarter. So an abbreviated Whitby power play negated by a Rowan Kelly cross-check. Szuczkowski on the bench right now, but that'll just be for another 5 seconds or so when the penalty expires. St. John to Atwood up top. Now officially a power play for Oshawa. Atwood down in the corner. Simons to Haig, who had gone past the goal line, extended. Meanwhile, Atwood had gone over the top. Takes a quick shot. Ball stolen out here by Boisano. Only 7 to go in the period. Whitby's already used their timeout here in the half. And this will be chased down and no shot at the end of the second quarter. It is Whitby, though. Their transition game on display here this afternoon. Have a 10-7 lead after the first half. You're watching Arenalacrosseleague action from here in Oshawa. 10-7 for Whitby after the first half, but they will start shorthanded. A minute and 19 of power play time for Oshawa, and they start by throwing the face-off in their own bench. Liam Osborne there to pick up. Darren Pfeiffer, beneficiary as well. We'll see if Whitby decides to slow things down and kill time. Noah Millsap not allowing Pfeiffer to do so, though. Ferris cuts to the net. He had a pair of goals in that first half, as did Osborne. Him and Veltman collide, cutting through the middle. Osborne still with it, 5 of the shot clock. All his teammates have vacated. He'll go get the defense out there, still turns and shoots, but it's wide of Szuczkowski. Millsap and Peroni now. Collide on the near boards. Bouncer to St. John. We had him for 4 assists up here in the booth, which is by no means official. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Chris Atwood will take top spot. Pair of goals for number 77. Down for Simons. Bouncer comes up top, and Simons and Bloombergs both went for it and ends up bouncing errant. Tail end of the shot clock. Atwood rips, but well late. And now Whitby can take care of this entire power play with 15 seconds to go in it. Oshawa was 1 for 3. This is their third power play in that first half, although one of those was 26 seconds. 0 for 2, the SteelHawks, although one of theirs was only 11. Speaking of 11, Goodchild has this to the outside, finds a cutter in Boyd, who went over the shoulder, and Szuczkowski was there to close the gap. Minute and a half gone in this third quarter. Howrluck to the outside. High stepping is Atwood. Popping out far side, low shot. Angus Routing. A bounce in the corner. Tristan Rogers falls down to Aeneas. He got spun around. Osborne wanted the quick transition. Malloy down with him. Will bring it down. Now Highland will turn and wait for the offense. Led by Fernandez. His shot had the foot, it looked like, of Szuczkowski. And a long-time Greengale saw it just go wide. Shot clock did reset. Fernandez in through the middle for Cole Lawrence. Lawrence with a pair of goals, including one that squeaked through Szuczkowski in that first half. Osborne steps up on Ryan Haig for a big hit. Those two continuing to talk about it as Millsap runs down into attacking territory. He'll flip it here for Simons and now head off. Simons trying to work out of the corner. Sheds one defender, takes the shot, Coot down and over the top. Went the defender. Couple whistles, thought we may have had penalties, but no, it's just a 3-on-2 counterattack for Whitby. Peroni taking the shot. That may have been intended for Goodchild. It's Ferris that will intercept. Nick Ferris. Goodchild again. May have taken a pass intended for him away. Shot clock down to 10 seconds as Boyd gets it back. How to reset it off Szuczkowski. Veltman there for the rebound. Peroni and Riley Morgan, I looked like shoving each other at the end of that possession. Here comes Haig. Ducks under a check. Low shot and Coot down to make the save. Already played 3.5 here in the third. with Edwards now leaving for Fernandez. 10-7, still the score for Whitby. Lawrence, Ferris, all the way far side for Osborne. With speed, runs in and takes it off the post. Ferris, back for Lawrence. Fernandez will come up and throw the screen. Ferris takes the shot and he gets through. Hat trick for Nikolai Ferris. Wasno and Wallace chopping for this face-off. Wasno runs in and it just bounced out of the stick in the last minute. That face-off twig. Anon Shutkowski. Third point of the game for Lawrence. First one for Fernandez. They pick up assists on the Ferris hat-trick goal. That now makes it 11-7 for Whitby. Atwood trying to answer. Ball bounced away and hit up into the low ceiling here at Children's. So we've got 10:30 to go in the quarter with Highland bringing in towards the Oshawa goal. Highland stops. Thought there was a shooting lane there, but it closed too quickly. Boyd to the outside. Dragged down is McGregor in the crease. And getting up slowly. Not sure if that was Niall Sear or Jacob Schlosser. Shot from Gilray, meanwhile, handled by Coote. 5 gone in the quarter. Gilray had it flipped right to him. The shot there gets through Coote. And that's one of the easier ones that Josh Gilray is going to score his second of the game. We'll get one back for Oshawa, who still trailed by 3, 11-8. Face off one here by Oshawa. It'll be Taguri to the outside. Wallace, he took a hard bump from Osborne, and the arm of the official goes high. Osborne's going to go. St. John waiting it out. Shutkowski to the bench. And now another hit in through the middle. Wallace took his man down, and we got all kinds of problems. In behind everybody, Peroni's got his bucket off. Can't see who he's got, but everyone wanted a piece of Wallace, so it wouldn't be surprised if that's him. And finally, the refs step in to break it up. Whitby headed to their third power play of the game, still looking for their first goal. All the penalties. Peroni, the biggest one here perhaps, picking up a 5-minute face mask and a game misconduct from Whitby as they work it around the horn. Ferris up top. He'll get the ball now down in the corner, quick stick, and it bounces straight to Josh Taguri. Liam Osborne picked up 2 minutes for cross-checking. Peyton Wallace, 2 minutes for roughing and 5 for cross-checking, and then Strasher said something off the bench and picked up an unsportsmanlike penalty, which is why Whitby's on the man advantage right now. Taguri's sidearm bounces off the back of the net. That's where Coote picks it up. All of this coming with 8:45 to go in the third quarter. Ferris will flip the ball here to Pfeiffer. Those two playing catch right now. Boyd is crease man on the far side. They go to Goodchild near side. Lawrence chasing it down, and he'll just posture up and allow Goodchild to pick up the loose ball and get a fresh 30. Ferris, a bouncer through traffic, and where's that gone? Into the ceiling here at Children's Arena. 50 seconds left, power play time for Whitby. Atwood's going to be the first one to the ball. Here for Oshawa. Out there with Simons, Rotting, and I believe that's Haig, who are going to represent the Rag team. That would quite contain. To stick handle the ball and take a couple whacks. Now Simons will high step. Cuts back to the outside, stumbled, faces a triple team, and Kelly was there to strip it. Ferris and Whitby can take the last 15 off of this, and that will take us into officials' timeout territory. Pfeiffer out to the outside. Boyd. Shot here down to Goodchild. Penalty has expired. We're back even, and we are past the halfway mark of the quarter. 11-8 to score against Whitby. Each side have a goal here in this third quarter. Veltman's pass bounces away. Pfeiffer will be there to corral it. Takes a couple whacks from Chris Veltman. Now peels away to look at Jeff Fernandez. Pfeiffer to the outside, shot there, and smothered on his way to the net was, I was going to say Lawrence, but either way, we get the stoppage, and it will be Whitby ball when we come back outside of the officials' timeout. Oshawa will take possession with exactly 7 minutes to go here in what is an 11-8 Whitby lead in the third quarter. John St. John up top. We are back to 5-on-5. St. John taking the pass from Gilray. Corner clears out. Lots of traffic in front of Coote. Still hangs on to make the save. Picked up by Tristan Rogers right in front. Ball still loose as it rolls up the boards. That's where Gilray will pick it up. Gilray and St. John keeping it high. Now they'll get Gareth Haig involved. St. John around the screen from Rogers. Goes all the way across the floor. Intended for Gilray near side, and Coote makes the save. Pass this time just too far for Scott Edwards. Brought back by Ryan Haig instead. Coote with a pair of assists in that first quarter. Nothing offensively since. But speaking of offense, how about Simons back the other way for Oshawa? Alex Simons goes airborne to pull Oshawa back within 2. It's about as close as they've been. Kind of a back and forth first quarter. Howard looking at Haig, picking up assists as this ball bounces over and back against Oshawa. 5.5 to play here in the third. Whitby had that run where they could not be stopped at the face-off dot, and that's what put them up to the 3-goal advantage. Oshawa's matched ever since. Need to put a run together, but 3 goals yet again. Rare face-off for Riley Morgan. Braden McGregor immediately pointed at Goodchild after that goal, signaling the assist. That makes it 12-9 for Whitby, closing in on 5 minutes left here in the quarter. Gilray on the outside. That face-off, by the way, Riley Morgan against Rowan Kelly. So rare one that didn't see Ryan Haig or Matthew Boisano. Seen both teams make one change, but usually one of the two out there. Lawrence collides with Niall Sear, and Sear now trying to run away from the captain, Osborne. Atwood. Simons. Atwood. Big fake of the shot around the screen. And another pick, and Atwood touched in the crease on his way to take the shot. Highland. He'll put the brakes on. Waits for the full change. Hamley was still out there. He'll leave now. Here's Ferris. All alone on the near side. Fernandez, the clean rebound and goal. Jeff Fernandez, second point of the game, is a goal that makes it 13-9. So Morgan back to the face-off shot. This time it will be Boisano. They may have got stuck a little bit. Pfeiffer to the crease. Shuskowski down there celebrating. Official says no. Kelly thinks it's in. There, Shuskowski stands up. It bounces wide of the line, but where was it when he was down? Under 4 to play in the quarter. 4-goal lead for Whitby. Highest it's been throughout the day. Trying to find a cutting Gilray was Oshawa, and they're off to the races again. Liam Osborne lowers their shoulder. Look out. Big goal for the captain. Completing the hat trick in style with the nifty bucket. Lowers the boom and puts it behind Shuskowski. Oh, no, they pointed that goal. Definitely Osborne. Robbed of the Hattie. We'll keep it official up here then. As up top, Atwood rips the shot. With 6 Oshawa players out there. Second too many men tonight. And it took a while for even the Whitby bench to notice. So the SteelHawks back to the power play for the 4th time. Still looking for their first goal. Again, one of those an abbreviated 11-second man advantage. Good child for Ferris. Pfeiffer continuing to work at far side with Boyd. Only one left not to touch it is right now Osborne. Now Pfeiffer cutting through Ferris. The shot. Shuskowski got just enough of that left arm on it. Josh Taguri spins around, stops up. Osborne's going to chase him out towards the boards. Taguri still with it. Had the nickname Pitbull when he played juniors. He'll stare down. Tyler Goodchild, the opposing number 11. Stopping up and shooting Simons. Coote made the save. Rebound started to roll away, but then he gets the big stick on it And we'll bring it back in. Closing in on the 2-minute warning here in the third quarter. Lead is stretched out to 5 for Whitby, who are on the power play for another 56 seconds. From the corner, Lawrence and Ferris. All the way up top, big high step from Pfeiffer, went around the back. The shot comes from the far side. And they do signal a reset. Shuskowski must have got a piece of it. It's played here for Pfeiffer. And Ferris playing catch. That one well wide of everything. It's going to go for an over and back, it looked like. And Ferris and Veltman got tangled up. Coming in to say I was not Sear. It was right in front of Oshawa's bench and no call. 30 seconds to go. Can't quite take the whole thing down, can Oshawa here? Has a big screen on the far side. Went upstairs on Highland. The trail official signaled the moving screen. Highland's going to go here too. So offsetting penalties, they gave Highland 2 for unsportsmanlike. I don't know if they're calling that a dive or not, but the Oshawa penalty, a cross check for hitting him upstairs. Ferris in the corner, Fernandez spins, fires, that one blocked. In the crease, Oshawa saying the player was touched in the crease, trying to find Taguri out in transition again. And a slashing call behind the play has been called by the officials, with 1:12 to go in the quarter and 2 seconds left in Whitby's power play. Conversation was around that O door. We'll see what Uncle Frick had diagrammed up here for the 4th power play of the game for Oshawa. Sitting 1 for 3 coming in as we do hit the last minute here in the third quarter. 14-9. Oshawa needs something to get the train wheels starting to roll again. Perhaps it'll come from Atwood, not on this shot. Nice play by St. John to hustle over to the line. Only 2 on his shot clock. He'll just send it toward the legs of Coote, who collapses over to the top. Ball out for Cody Hamlin. Now Goodchild. Oshawa saying Whitby got away with a too many men call, but Goodchild will send it to the far side. Big slam of the brakes from McGregor. Facing a double team, he'll cut back this way, and then Gregor took a big hit. Goodchild has it. Spins back from his stomach. Still gets it on target for Shuskowski, but everyone had bailed for the change. Dying seconds here. Atwood coming in with 3. Now 2 to shoot. Gets it off. Quick stick chance. Oh, what a save from Coote. Right at the buzzer. Garrett Hagg absolutely denied, as Coote gets one at the buzzer to preserve what is a 5-goal lead for Whitby as we've played 3 quarters. Final 15 coming up. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League on the JVI Sports Network. "15 minutes left to go here between Oshawa and Whitby. Whitby going right to left here in this 4th quarter. Somebody's win streak on the line. Back-to-back wins for Oshawa after starting 0-2. And it's been 4 straight since the start of the season for Whitby. Atwood, St. John. Round the back here for Simons, and Coote down to make that save. Told you, coming in, he was the 2nd in goals against average in the league with 9 even. That's where he's sitting right now for Oshawa. Atwood rips, and that one went off Hamley, and the Old school finger waggle from Atwood. Been a few years since we've seen that, but completes the hat trick. And puts Oshawa into double digits. Wazano pushes the face-off forward, and it's a little too far to catch up to it as Oshawa comes streaking in. That went too far for Noah Millsap. Rowan Kelly take it back the other way. Here's Ferris. Unassisted, I was pretty sure at least John St. John got one there, but Taguri will run it down off the tip of the stick of Atwood. The SteelHawks pass away. Everyone kind of stopped thinking that one was going to hit the rafters, but it falls right at the feet of Pfeiffer. Now through the crease, Veltman grabs a loose ball. I don't think that's ever been said before. Nick Webb. Meanwhile, across center, Adam Howrluck. He'll find Simons. Back for Atwood, the last one off the bench. That's a hard shot that hits off the bottom. Dasher took a funny bounce. Official Mark Sands was trying to get out of the way. I don't think that contacted him at all, but then working back, Tristan Rogers went through the crease. All these quarters so far have taken a few minutes to get everybody settled in. Looks like that's going to be the case again. Trent Boyd taken down, and arm of the official goes high. Nolan tangled up with McGregor. And a penalty upcoming, I believe, to Oshawa.
To Whitby number 14, Trent Boyd, 2 minutes was last one. Boyd was last one. Penalty was 156.
So we're actually going to be 4-on-4 here. They call Boyd for a slash and Oshawa for the hold. As a shot comes in, bounces off a defender, and Rowan Kelly's behind everybody. Here comes Kelly all alone with Schutzkowski. Number of moves. Where's the ball? Under Schutzkowski. What a save. And is that the spark the Outlaws need to go on a bit of a run? We'll see. Haig, cross center. Out in the middle. Atwood off the shoulder of Cute. Bounces to the man behind the net. It'll come back up for Haig again. He'll go to St. John along the outside. Gilray through the middle. Number of fakes. And oh boy, Cute comes up with a big save. The right arm that time after a number of fakes from Gilray. Now Edwards walking in. He's just going to wind and fire. That one handled easily by Schutzkowski. Jake Strasser. Cross center with speed, getting dangerously close to that timeline again. Big high step from Simons. Sends it off the end dasher. This one's going to go the length of the floor. And an over and back. Osborne picks it up into the corner. Quick reset. Had LeClaire wide open, it looked like, headed down Main Street, but didn't get the quick restart. Pfeiffer will flip it across to Fernandez, who brings it down. He's working one-on-one with Ryan Nolan, doing a good job to keep him to the outside. Osborne shoots past the defender. And how about 4 in the game for Liam Osborne? There was some hard work being done one-on-one between a couple different players. Least of all, Liam Osborne up top decided just to shoot around a screen. I think that's the second time tonight that's happened to Wallace, unfortunately, but it makes it 15-10 for Whitby.
Whitby goals for the number 21, Liam Osborne.
Wasano, the face-off win.
Number 77, Fernandez. Osborne from Pfeiffer, Fernandez. Kevin Cole, 326.
Devin Pfeiffer picking up the assist there. That, by our count up here, which again is not official, the first assist and point of the game for Devin Pfeiffer, who came in leading the Whitby SteelHawks in pretty much every category. Third in the league in points. Coot going right. Looked like the ball went left off the stick of Haig, but somehow ends up underneath the Whitby goaltender. 4 minutes gone. We go back to 5-on-5. It's 15-10 for the SteelHawks, who play a little hidden ball here with Boyd and Highland. Throw the ball away, which will give it away every time. In for Schutzkowski, who bombs it down floor. Josh Taguri picks the corner after going back against the grain. Out of 11 goals now, just the 6th different goal scorer for Oshawa as Taguri out in transition. Haig. Big head fake after winning the faceoff. Been a fun battle to watch one day after TD Ireland, Jake Withers went head-to-head last night. Simons. Out in the corner. Simons come back to the near side, goes to the crease, tried to sneak it in. Did Gilray from behind the net. And they'll play up for Hamley now. Lawrence was calling for the pass the entire way, but eventually coverage coming. Here's Pfeiffer to the outside. Pfeiffer, Fernandez. Down in the corner, they bring it back near side. McGregor tries to shoot past the screen, nearly from exactly the same place that Osborne just scored. Under 10 to play here in the quarter. 15-11 Whitby. Gilray had Simons cutting through, but well covered as it bounces down in the corner. Highland gives an extra chop there to his man. Ball passed away as it was sent up to the corner. So here's McGregor. Out towards the half boards. Fernandez eats a slash as he cuts his way through the middle. Now Lawrence does the same thing as Pfeiffer gives to McGregor. Back up top, Pfeiffer, Goodchild. There to make space for him. The return pass too far for Goodchild. And Veltman, after the restart, will bring it across center. John St. John. Outside, passes it back. Spinning away from pressure, Gilray. Atwood pops out of the pile. Long, hard outside shot. Coote makes the save, and then a takedown in the crease. Hamley all over Gilray will stop the action momentarily. And now Goodchild. Back up, Osborne crashes into pressure, then takes a hard check with Wallace coming across the crease. We give the ball to Oshawa here, but Osborne making a bid for goal number 5. Oshawa, 6 guys out there. And the third time tonight, they will have a too many men call. So the 5th power play of the game for Whitby, for real this time. 3 of those 5 have been substitution calls against Oshawa. Pfeiffer around the back in the corner. Now to the far side, Goodchild. He's going to go all the way across crease. Surprised Boyd, and Shuskowski nicely to his left to take it away from Goodchild as they went east-west again. Here's Wallace across center. Official had to duck out of the way. They had to slam the door closed over there on the bench as well. Taguri double teamed against the boards. Gets through Ferris and Boyd, but Ferris nicely recovers for the quick stick check, and then Simons trailing the play. The Mimico connection will score. Taguri, a nice job to break the double team. Finds Simons, who puts it in the back of the net. And Oshawa are back within 3.
Oshawa goals for the teams unassisted.
Yeah, they call it unassisted. That's unfortunate for Taguri if that is the case, because definitely deserves some credit for breaking the double team. Still 55 seconds left to go here for Whitby on their power play. Inside officials' timeout territory right now. Pfeiffer up top, under 10 to shoot. Into the corner, Fernandez. Pass was just a little bit behind him. It'll come up top for Pfeiffer. Pressure coming before he could get the shot, and whistle will sound to take us to the officials' timeout. 15-12 for Whitby, have led pretty much the entire way. Can they hang on for another 7-10? We'll find out after this break. Oshawa on the restart. Still shorthanded for another 30 seconds here. It's Simons, the most recent goal scorer, taking it to the outside. Popping out, Rotting. Simons will leave now after he passes this ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Comes across for St. John. Bypasses him. Rotting picks it up, the twist shot. Low on Coote, who makes the save. Goodchild the rebound, and they'll just, that's Highland, who will wait out the remaining handful of seconds on the penalty. Whitby 0 for 5 with the man advantage today. Turning and firing Ferris. Oshawa picked up their first shorty on that most recent penalty. One for Whitby as well here in this game. Pfeiffer couldn't handle that pass as it's down in front of Niall Sear, who picks up and is off to the races despite having a double clutch. Atwood, bench saying he went through the crease. I thought he may have had a foot close to it. Wallace will throw it back in the direction of double sevens, and he puts it on Coote, who covers up. 15-12 Whitby, under 6 to go in regulation. Osborne will jog it in and slow up, wait for the screen from McGregor. Goodchild. He works around, a pick from Pfeiffer, who gets it back, steps up, and that shot just over the head of Haig will go for an over and back. Bounced into the stick of Atwood, who restarted on the bench, it looked like, and then Haig's shot goes off the foot of Goodchild. Haig and Malloy. Malloy tried to slam on the brakes and nearly fell over, but stays upright long enough for this offensive change. Ferris in front of him. That's where the pass goes. Now for Pfeiffer, McGregor sets the screen in front of him. To the far side, quick stick Ferris from outside. That one went wide. Shot clock continues to tick down, under 2 seconds now, and whistles. I don't know if that was for the shot clock or they said that Ferris had interfered, but either way, Taguri and the Outlaws have it back. Tristan Rogers over for Haig. Hard shot. Haig had to climb the ladder looking for the rebound, and it landed in the stick of Whitby, opening Ferris down floor. And the patience from Shuskowski there didn't move until the shot was taken. Ferris denied on the breakaway. Here's Wallace back the other way. High pass quickly back the other way for St. John, and taken off his stick by John Leclerc. Boisano nearly home free. That pass just a little bit behind him. Closing it on 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Still a 3-goal lead for Whitby, 15-12. It's been pretty much that margin most of the way. Atwood from a bad angle shoots, gets the reset. Ball skipped away from Simons right into the stick of LeClaire. Highland. Cross center. Can just kind of sense time running out here for the Outlaws, who haven't really been able to put any kind of a run together. Lawrence, that one big one in the second quarter for Whitby. It was really all the momentum they could muster too. Goodchild on the crease, handled by Schutzkowski. A long run to the bench here in this fourth quarter as well for the goaltender. Schutzkowski stays where he is for now. St. John in the corner. Haig up top, the shot from Simons. Got a big piece of the defender. Rolls wide 10 on the shot clock, goes for the dunk. And they're going to talk about it. Whitby bench says no, Oshawa says yes, and so does the ref. Alex Simons completes the hat trick with a dunk goal that, again, the officials had to talk about, but under 3 to go, it's just a 2-goal game. Ryan Haig trying to convince Boisano to play rock, paper, scissors for that face-off. When they've been head-to-head, it's kind of been evenly matched here this afternoon. And Haig says, okay, you won't play my game, I'll just win it cleanly here. Cutting through, all kinds of contact was Rogers, whose shot went off Coop. Osborne with 2.5 to go. No sense of urgency for the SteelHawks right now with Pfeiffer up top. Continuing to cycle, Ferris and Fernandez. Eats a couple big whacks. Now the shot clock down to 10. They start to hurry up. Ferris tried to shoot past the defender. Got a big piece of his body. Now the clock down to 5. Ferris a long way from home. Over far side, long shot. LeClaire, who was out there to play defense, does get it in to Schutzkowski, but we're inside the 2-minute warning. And a 2-goal lead for Whitby, 15-13. Cross to St. John. Meanwhile, on the other side, there should be a sense of urgency for Oshawa, you would think. Haig skips the shot in on Coot. That one did hit off the goaltender, so no over and back. Haig back there to reset the shot clock. Breaks free of 2 defenders. Haig up for St. John. Quick stick, Atwood, and wide of the net. St. John double team to the corner. Atwood again, and Coot stands tall, throwing the left wing out. Back across for Kelly. Minute 15 to go. Rowan Kelly slams on the brakes. Neither team's taking a timeout here in the half. Pfeiffer. Out to the outside as we do hit the last minute. Under 10 on the shot clock. 5 to go. Boyd winds and fires, sends one off the leg there of Noah Millsap. And with 49 to go, Oshawa will take their second half timeout. Set up a play to try and close this gap. They trail by 2 with about 45 seconds left to go. Angus Rotting will restart down in his own zone. You can see the net behind him empty. Schutzkowski on the bench. Extra attacker out there. I don't know if Ryan McMichael's got a 2-point play on that chalkboard, but shot there from Coot, very close to going back in, was Whitby. They'll pass it to the outside where Boisano catches up. Will bomb it into the rafters. 32 seconds showing here in-house. St. John behind the back. In for Haig, who scores. Cleared for takeoff on runway 3. The cutback move brings Oshawa within 1 with 28 to play. Well, we mentioned the face-off battle all game, and it's a big, important one now with Shuskowski still on the bench, and it's going to be won by Ryan Haig. He'll flip it back to Simons. To the outside. Rolling over the top was Atwood. The shot comes. Coot, the rebound. Gilray scores to tie it. Gilray's hat-trick goal with 12.8 to go. When Whitby was in control the entire way, we're knotted at 15. Only so much Lucas Coot could do. They're under siege, starting with Atwood, and early movement from Boisano. Down floor, Haig through the 5-hole of Coot. Haig is down behind the net, but not after scoring what is the go-ahead goal right now, 16-15. Gareth from his brother Ryan at the face-off dot. And Haig's going to win the faceoff again. Time ticking down, 5 seconds. Continues to go, and it'll be pulled out by Haig. How about the final 30 seconds for the Oshawa Outlaws to give Whitby their first loss of the season? Turns out there was perhaps a 2-goal play on the bench of Joe Hiltz, Ryan McMichael, and the Oshawa Outlaws, who win their 3rd straight here in the Arena Lacrosse League. 3 more games coming up on the channel this week with Peterborough and Toronto. We've got Brampton and Paris, Oshawa and Six Nations, Osweek and Six Nations, excuse me. Our producer and director is Gary Morris. On behalf of them and Paul St. John, the Arena Lacrosse League, and the JVI Sports Network, I'm Matthew Carrick saying so long from Children's. Your final score, 16-15, the Oshawa Outlaws victorious over the Whitby SteelHawks.